You ever look at an old photo of yourself and think, why didn't anybody tell me I was A, getting fat or fat, B, losing my hair, C, getting uglier or ugly, or D, just didn't have great style, just horrible style that wasn't doing me a favor? Why didn't anyone tell me? Hell, why didn't I realize it myself? Here's the thing. You don't know what you don't know. Let's break this down. Couple of things. You don't know what you don't know. You can only look back and then see after all the work you put in what was going on. At that moment in time, you are blinded. You're blinded. You're biased. You are you. You have to go to a future version of you to look back to see after all the work that you put in, to look back at those photos and go, holy crap, I can't believe I was ever like that. I can't believe I was moving like that. How did I get away with that? Because we negotiate with ourselves one day at a time. See, you don't gain 50 pounds over the span of a day or a week or a month even. You get complacent and it happens gradually, and nobody is around to check you. And that's what people need. You need to check yourselves or have a good support group that can check you when necessary. So number 2, which leads to your circle. Your circle doesn't want to hurt your feelings. Nope. And they're non-confrontational. Very few real ones will actually set you to the side and say, hey, you're falling off. You're falling off. We need to get back on that treadmill. You're putting in little to no work here. You're falling off and it's to your detriment. Very few people are ever going to do that, right? They're too worried about themselves. They don't want to paint you in a negative light. They don't want to look like an asshole. They don't want to give you advice that's not solicited. So this is what ends up happening. You end up falling off. You look at these photos and you're like, how did I ever get here in the first place? That's how it happens. You negotiate with yourselves and you don't have anybody checking you. And here's the crazy part about it all. If you're looking for a partner, I bet you have high standards. I bet you do. When we're on Instagram, Tinder, whatever these dating apps are, and we're swiping, we make decisions in 2 seconds, maybe even less. We go, nope, 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 nope. That's how important looks are. And if you go, oh, well, that's in the online world. I only date in the offline world. I only care about the offline space. Doesn't matter. You have a little bit more leniency, right? People can capture your aura. They can tell if you're charismatic, if you're charming. They can hear your tone of voice, how you handle yourself. But that always comes after looks. Few people can get away with it. You know, you have someone like a stand-up comedian like Stavros, for example. This is the extreme to one side, but he's a funny guy, he has status, he can get away with it. More than likely, you're not the exception to the rule, and you need to understand that, especially if you're the type of person that has high standards for everything else in their life. But when it comes to ourselves, we tend to be lenient. You have to be your harshest critic and look at yourself in the mirror and find improvement. That doesn't mean that now you have low self-esteem. Not at all. You should always think highly of yourself. You should think more for yourself. But we also have to be realistic. We have to be realistic. I myself, I look at videos from 9 months ago, and here's the dangerous part. I wasn't fat, but I was also skinny fat or getting to it. And that's a dangerous place to be, because you go and you do mental gymnastics to say, I'm okay, I'm alright, it's not the worst. And that's where the complacency builds. Yet, if you have high standards for a partner, you already know they're swiping left within 2 seconds. So you got to raise your standards now. You have to be able to have the same standards that you have for other people for yourself. Me personally, I don't think I'm at my peak yet, but I'm in a much better place. Some of you might look at me and go like, bro, you still have so much work to do. True, that may be true. I might go another 9 months, then look at this video and go, holy crap, I thought I was peaking then? Nah, now I'm peaking. But it just goes to show, you don't know what you don't know. There's more work to do. And people never want to tell you what's wrong with you physically. Online, maybe. You might pay for a face rating. Online with strangers, they may tell you. But even then, man, you never truly know. Online strangers is the closest thing you're going to get to somebody finding out somebody telling you whether you're actually attractive or not and what you need to do. That's it. But you'd be amazed what happens when you trim off that body fat. Not just for your body, but for your face, what it does for you. It's a highlight. It's a game changer. People judge people differently based on how they look. We like to think that we don't, but we all do. We do. And the online world is quickly becoming the real world. Instagram is how we meet people now. Dating apps is how we meet people. The majority of the time, we're judging based on looks first. Yes, in the offline world, you can have all these other things about yourself. Your status, how you handle yourself, everything else. But that's after looks, because guess what? You can have all those other things, but if the looks don't match, all of a sudden, there isn't a spark. All of a sudden, they see you as a little brother, as a cousin, as a friend. They don't see it anymore. They don't feel that desire. And you need to bring that desire out of the people that you want in your life as a partner if you're a man. But even then, even if it's not your partner, at the workplace, if you're trying to command respect, you'd be surprised what happens when you're in shape versus when you let yourself go. People judge on that too, both men and women. It's that important today. It just is. Now, don't blame me. I'm just a messenger. This is the culture that we've fostered today. You don't have to accept it. You can be in a corner. You can let yourself go and rot or whatever. Just be you, and we should accept you for you. But if you have standards for your partner and what you want, don't be surprised if they don't want you. That's all I'm saying. If you're someone who has high standards, that's it. Because those people are going to be just as picky, if not pickier. And that's what's going on today. Everybody wants the best deal. Everyone thinks they can do better. The blah, 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 blah. So instead of playing on nightmare mode and not working on yourself and just letting yourself go and saying, I don't care, I'm just going to be happy, I'm just going to do me, put the work in physically. You'll be surprised when you look at yourself in 6 months. Give yourself 6 months. You'll be so motivated after those 6 months, you won't even be counting the months anymore. You'll just go like, let's go. I can't wait to see myself in another 6 months. But you got to give yourself that time. And trust me, you're going to get more attention. You're going to get more looks. It's only natural. You're the best version of yourself. You're building it. You're building it day by day, brick by brick. You got to see how far you've come, but you're not going to see that until you put in the work. Right now, you think you're fine. You think you're okay. You always look back at those pictures and go, holy smokes, what was I thinking? Happens to the best of us, my G's. For me, I was looking at these old YouTube videos and I'm like, damn, I thought I was okay. I don't even think I was okay now looking back. I still don't think I'm the shit today. But like I said, much better place. Much better place. You're going to feel much better about yourself. Physically, mentally, spiritually, the whole 9 yards. It's just about being real with yourself and not negotiating with yourself ever. Good luck, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. Hopefully this helps some of y'all. Peace.